Malaria remains a serious problem globally, contributing to approximately 216 million cases and 445,000 deaths, according to the World Health Organization 2017 report. Uganda was reported as the second highest contributor of the total estimated malaria cases in Eastern Southern Africa in 2016, with percentage contribution of 17%, as World Health Organization 2017 report indicates. However, efforts to contain malaria has been undertaken. For instance, distribution of long-lasting insecticides treated nets as the key vector control method following the successful completion of 2 universal coverage campaigns in 2014 and 2017. Although the population coverage for nets has increased to currently about 95%, its effectiveness still remains a challenge. Apart from the government efforts, other actors such as Malaria University School of Public Health through SPEED project are spearheading a 5-year European-funded project on policy engagement for achieving universal health coverage in Uganda, and among the advocacy streams is malaria control, where emphasis is put on promoting the scale-up of indoor residual spraying across the country. During the launch of Mass Action Against Malaria, President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, emphasized on 3 main interventions in kicking malaria out of Uganda, which included consistent use of local-lasting insecticide nets, implementation of the indoor radio spraying across the country, and herbicide along the water-breeding sources.
The problem is really laziness, especially by the Minister of Health. The third method is outdoor spraying. This is the one Deputy Speaker was speaking about. Why don't we follow the mosquito where it is in the bush and spray it there?
However, the exact cost of implementing the indoor residual spraying across the country was not clear, and this prompted the Malaria University School of Public Health to commission a study on indoor residual spraying from some of the pilot districts of northern Uganda, like Kore, Gulu, and Agago. This was spearheaded by Uganda National Health Consumers Organization in collaboration with Economic Policy Research Center.
Internal residue spraying, and this has been done in northern Uganda, and it has reduced malaria tremendously. We also urge government this morning to stop the project approach, because that costs 5 times more than if we were doing it as a country.
Considering domestic production of the insecticides for spraying, because insecticides takes the biggest share of the IRS costs. So if government could kind of support through subsidies or some fiscal incentives should be provided for local manufacturing of the insecticides, that can help so much in bringing down the cost.
Professor Fred Sengoba from Malaria University School of Public Health says that indoor residual spraying has worked in the district of pilot study in northern Uganda, hence needed to be extended to all districts of Uganda.
More at a scale which can be effective to reduce it from the community. Cost has been said to be a major factor. We all know it works. It has worked. I remember when it was spraying in northern Uganda, there was a time when the cow of a patch called NMS to pick the medicines because they are going to expire. There's no more malaria there.
According to Mid-Term Review Report 2018 of the Uganda Malaria Strategic Reduction Plan 2014-2020, about 88% of the budget is mainly donor-funded. Therefore, there is a need to mobilize local resources for sustainability of indoor residual spraying.
Of course, we can mobilize local resources, because if you look at the cost that government put in northern Uganda, if we can reduce it by 1/5 of the costs that they used at that time, we can also phase it. We can begin and do maybe a national or indoor residue spraying. Then we select, this is what we are proposing, then we select the high burden, those districts that have heavy malaria, and we make them a priority.
From all this, there is urgent need for focus on the cost of production strategies outlined in the report in order to meet the malaria elimination vision 2020 and thereafter elimination 2030.
If government supports domestic production, say using local resources, the national budget, the government or Ministry of Health will have a big say. They will have flexibility in terms of sourcing the insecticides. Those equipments or spray logistics can be used on a rotational basis. You can transfer equipment from one district to another.
Julius Mhomza for Dream Television.